this video, I'm going to show you how to put together your new Ikan teleprompter. Normally, everything is going to be included inside this big box, but I've already taken it out to save time. So let's put this on the side for now. So you're going to have two boxes here. This top one here is your monitor. Depending on which monitor size you bought, it's going to be different size, either 15 or 17 inches. This is a 17 here, put on the side for now. Let's go ahead and start building the teleprompter. And on top, you'll have instructions, which is what I'm going to go over here. First, we're going to put the teleprompter hood together. Here we have the metal frame. Then we have the non-snicker. And then here we have the hood. You go ahead and take the out of the plastic wrapping. And last, we have the glass with the frame. This is already pre-assembled, so you don't have to worry about attaching the glass onto it. First thing we're going to do is going to remove these 4 screws here. Okay. Next, we're going to put the hood on. It's going to go ahead and line it up with these pegs that are sticking out and push them all the way in. All right, so next we're going to want to use the screws to put it back in. However, before you do that, you're going to want to make sure you get the washer and the other 4 screws. They're going to be in a little bag like this. So you're going to want to take them out. And then you're going to want to put 1 washer on each one of these pegs. And now you put the screws in. All right, once all the screws are attached, you're gonna go ahead and pop the hood open. And then we're gonna go ahead and install the non-snicker. Here you see that there's these tabs here, and that's where you're gonna go ahead and push it into this ridge over here. So you're gonna wanna line it up so that this seam is on the bottom. And you're just gonna push them in. And a tip is you're gonna use your hand to go inside the hood here so you can slip it in, push it in from the inside. All right, and once all the clips are done, your hood is ready to be used. All right, so this is the bottom layer of where all the teleprompter parts are. So you're gonna make sure you get that hex key from earlier, and you're gonna take this part out here, the base, and you're gonna go ahead and unscrew these monitor mounts. Slide them out, and this is where we're gonna be putting the monitor on. Okay, set the base aside for now. We're gonna go ahead and put the monitor on. To do that, you're gonna go ahead and grab the next bag where you see you have another hex key and then 4 screws. These screws are gonna attach these parts onto the back of the monitor. Let's go ahead and grab the monitor. Okay. You can go ahead and put the power adapter aside for now. You're going to use that to turn the monitor on later when you use it. Okay. I like using this bag just as a precaution to keep from scratching the monitor. So you're going to want to line up these to the 4 VESA mounts here, and you're going to put them on with these screws. Put these aside as these are going to be for mounting your camera later. You want these tight, but don't over tighten them. And in case you're wondering, there is actually no direction. Doesn't matter either way you can put it, it still works. Okay, once all that is done, we're gonna go ahead and slide this to the side for now. All right, now we're gonna get the base back and we're gonna go ahead and loosen the screws that are here, 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 and then 2 that are right here. And the reason why we wanna do this is so that we can pull the rods up so we can put the monitor onto it. All right, so here you're gonna wanna do some quick measurements before you tighten everything. So you wanna make sure that the rods are long enough to fit your monitor. So I'm just gonna kind of do a quick measure here. You see that it is long enough to secure the monitor. So I can go ahead and lock back these screws here. As well as the 2 on the bottom here. So before we install the monitor, we're gonna install the hood. And to do that, you're gonna notice that there's a red knob right here. And when you pull it, this goes inside, see? And on the other side, there's a knob here that you're gonna wanna loosen all the way so that it's no longer blocking this section right here. All right, so you're gonna take the hood. I'm just gonna go ahead and slide it into the slot here. So here's, while I'm sliding it in, I'm gonna go and pull. Then I'm gonna kind of jiggle this hood a little bit to make sure that this knob goes into the hole and secures it into place. And once it's in place, you can notice that this will go all the way in and there is no longer a gap between here. And I'm gonna go and screw this in so it tightens up the other side as well. All right, so to slide it in, it's usually easier if it's on an actual pedestal, but if not, you can kind of just lift it up like this and then you line up the rods and slide it in. Okay. And once it's in, you're gonna wanna tighten these 4 screws. And now the majority of teleprompter is already built. Depending on the size of your camera, you're gonna use different teleprompter mounts. This one here is usually for the DSLRs. And then these 2 here are for the larger cameras that you have. To install one of the teleprompter mounts, you're gonna first loosen up these screws on the bottom of it. And they are directional, as you can see that there's 2 flat ends. So what you're gonna wanna do is line it up and slide it in. Okay. And then once you have it in, you don't want to tighten them down yet. What you're going to want to do is make sure that your camera is in place here and with the lens that you're going to use so that you know the right distance. And once you have it at the right distance, then you can go ahead and tighten down. And last, if you find that your teleprompter is a bit too front heavy and you're not able to properly balance your tripod, you're gonna want to go ahead and use the Counterweights. And it has these 2 rods here. So for a counterweight, you're gonna want to install, tighten it up. And there is actually 2 counterweights here. You can actually remove one depending on the weight of your system. But for this video, I'm just gonna leave both on. And you can just go ahead and put them in here, and then you can tighten it up with the X key here. And once again, the direction of the counterweights do not matter. It can be up or down. For this video, I have it up because it's on a flat table. And there you have it. Your teleprompter is now ready to be used. If you have any more questions about this product or any of our other products, you can visit us at icancorp.com.